Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
Let's get to a sports talk.
Evansville head coach Walter McCarty, Stan Verrett talked to him. That's on the Lake Sports Center. He won a title as a member of the Kentucky team. Here he is against Kentucky. Kentucky struggled with turnovers in the first half. Sloppy play, rough passing, 11 Kentucky first half turnovers. Evansville had 12 points off those turnovers. Wildcats had 10 total turnovers versus Michigan State in the Champions Classic, so not doing it in the first half. Sam Cunliffe had 15 first half points. Seattle.
That's the only thing about a young team. Too many turnovers. Gotta be consistent. Can't look past no one. And they look past this team and caught Kentucky slipping. That's the only thing about having a young team. They got to be more consistent playing against lower competition, high competition. When you just go in there just thinking you're just going to beat them because you're a top-ranked player, and this is what could happen.
And Evansville at 34-30 after 20. Coach Cal, let's go break some chalk. Second half, new shooter, 8 minutes to play. Evansville, Venmos, KJ Riley, the story arc, it's good 3. They lead by 3, still up 3, 4.5 to go. Noah Frederking wants his feelings heard and validated. There's a 3, bench is into it. Evansville's up by 6, hanging on to pull an upset. Here comes Kentucky. Off the missed 3, Keon Brooks. People all up in his life, banging, makes the play, tough bucket. It's a 4-point game. Under 2 to go, Evansville up 3. Riley coming to the rack, misses, then makes. Man, struggling against a bunch of big people. Evansville lead is 5. Now 20 ticks to go, 3-point game. Shamar Givens driving, kicks to Riley. Where is he? Shot clock expires. Rough turnover. Kentucky ball. 14 ticks to go. Chance to tie. Off the inbounds. Tyrese Maxey gonna go farm to table. It's a 1-point game, and Kentucky calls the timeout. So 8 ticks to go. Cunliffe is gonna get fouled on the inbounds. He's a 91% free throw shooter so far this early season. Made the first. Kentucky fans, Evansville, everybody's nervous. Cunliffe, bang the second. It's a 3-point game. Now here comes Kentucky. Evansville might have wanted to foul, but no, let's see if he makes the 3. Maxey launches, but it's way short. And Evansville takes down the number 1 team on his floor. Evansville player, thank you for my life. We're going to Sizzler. Evansville knocking off Kentucky. A win over number 1 Kentucky. Evansville has its first win ever over a top 5 team and its first road win against a ranked opponent in program history. Purple Aces also 25-point underdogs coming into this, making their first win tied for their 3rd largest upset over the past 15 seasons. Walter McCarty now, and where tonight's win ranks for him, probably up there.
This is at the top. To be able to come back home and, play against the number 1 team in the country. And be able to perform the way that we did. I don't know if anything matches this other than winning the national championship, you know. I got a good group of guys, I really do. They love each other, and they're very connected. And with this group, to bring this group here and to be able to do that, it's just awesome. And
that's why Coach Cal, I would say, I don't want us to rank this high because we are not ready. And this is what he mean, we are not ready to be ranked this high. Young teams gotta learn to handle that number 1 rank. It was too high of a rank for a young team. That's why he always say that. But you gonna get freshmen every year because they gonna leave after this year.
better than that.
Their team deserved to win. If we would have somehow pulled it out, you know, it would have been, kind of wouldn't even have been fair, because they fought us the whole game and they were the tougher team. They executed, they made shots and threes and free throws. My hat's off to them. It's hard to do that in this building, but they were more ready to play. He had his team better prepared than I had my team.
All right, took it well. Face the music. Kentucky's lost to Evansville. First loss as a #1 to an unranked non-conference opponent at home in program history, common knowledge. It's the Wildcats' 30th loss as a #1 team, just means they've been #1 a lot. That's the third most in AP poll history. Let's get an expert involved.
Seth Greenberg, we have no use for you because Coach Cal just took your answer. No. How'd they pull this off?
Hardest playing, toughest team finds a way to win.
Right.
Evansville was the hardest playing, toughest team. Now, Kentucky didn't compete offensively or defensively. 11 turnovers in the first half, that's unexcusable. Basically, because they weren't ready to play. And then
I just said that. If you ain't ready to go in that court and play, you don't have to go sit down. You can't take it easy on a school because you're a bigger school, you're a top-ranked player. You can't take it lightly on these players. Some of these players playing together. They play an older group, and it's a young team. When you turn on the basketball, it's going to hurt you down the line in the game, and it result into a loss.
defensively, you've got to be in a stance on and off the basketball. No pressure on the ball. They never influence the basketball at all. And watch the guys off the ball, standing straight up and down. Right here, just a simple little rub here. The guys on the weak side should be getting off the help. Right there at the top, Emmanuel quickly, he's got to shrink and take away that driver lane. No. Sestina gets driven right to the rim. You see right there, Nick Richards, he's laid on help, and they laid in straight line drives, not being in a stance, not influencing the basketball. Poor communication right here. Juzang, Nate Sestina, they run into each other. Look at the guys off the ball. Don't even see the basketball. Laid help, straight line drive, and you get an easy basket in this last play.
It's more than playing offense. You gotta play defense. They was playing lazy last night, and Evansville took advantage of that. They weren't getting down to get ready to play some defense. They all just standing up, watching the basketball, and they was asleep. Evansville seen they ain't want to play no defense, and they took advantage of that, and that's why Evansville was able to pull this off, because they seen the team playing lazy. You can't just play offense and then go down and then be standing up and not ready to play defense. You gotta be in your defensive stand and ready to go. You can't just play one side of the basketball. And Coach Cal always say that. You gotta play both sides, and they didn't. They played one side, and that was only offense.
This is a microcosm of the night. Do a pretty good job. Nick Richards comes over to help. That's 2-on-1 rebounding. But you know what? The hardest playing, toughest team finds a way to win. They come up with that 50-50 ball. You know, if I'm John Calipari, I'm wondering one. Do we have anyone to throw the ball into on the post? Who am I going to give the ball to at the end of the game? But more importantly, effort. He shouldn't be coaching the effort. You beat the #1 team in the country. You're a young team. I don't want to hear about the freshmen. Those guys got to be ready to come to compete, because they are the biggest game on everyone's schedule, especially in Rupp. Walter McCarty, great win. Kentucky, not good enough.
We're a week into the season. What we've learned is the #1 team in America is the worst team because they can't seem to win a game.
There's not a #1 team in America. That's really what it comes down to. There's tremendous parity at the top.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download